It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. And good morning to you. In the studio with us this morning, Julia King. See, I went through all that, Julia, and I almost forgot your name. Julia King, Homer Center grad, now at IUP. Karen Holland from the VFW Post 1989, joining us to talk about a project which came into being probably, 2-3 years ago, Julia?
Yeah, I'd say it's been a couple years. It's been progressively getting bigger.
Yeah.
So we've gone. It's dated back, I think, back to 10 years now.
Really?
Yes, but now it's progressively gotten bigger. Past 2 or 3 years, we really got involved with the community.
Nice.
So it's stayed local to our college, but now we're trying to broaden our horizons.
It is the Homeless Heroes Stocking Stuffer Project, which is not an easy thing to say. Our visit this morning, presented by Marcus and Mack, voted Best Law Firm and Best Personal Injury Lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. You can visit them online at marcusandmack.com. So good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Todd.
It's good to have you both in the studio with us. Julia, this program, as we said, it's got itself established now, but for those who don't know about it, what is it?
So it's called the Homeless Hero Stocking Project, and it's basically an initiative where we collect donations from both the campus and the community, trying to bring together and bridge those two things and make stockings that we put together and disseminate them through the community to some of our veterans. So that's where the VFW comes into play, and also the Veterans Affairs Office in the courthouse. That we're working with both, trying to get these stockings out by Christmas time. Yeah,
well, Karen, the VFW gets involved. It is a collaborative type of thing, and it's a wonderful thing because I think there probably are people who don't know the struggles that some of our vets have, just finding a place to stay and to live.
Right. I can't I want to say scary. It's scary that there are so many, and we need to take care of them.
Yeah. So VFW wanted to step up. Now, what specifically is VFW doing?
Well, we're working with Julia to not only procure some of these items, put them together, distribute them to the homeless people, and we also have a project that we're going to smush together with this one. It's providing something for our veterans in facilities, nursing facilities.
Oh, okay.
For Christmas.
All right, there you go. That's a great project as well. All right, so Julia, what are we looking for?
Okay, so I have a big list, and guys can see the posters. They're all over town, especially up near Philly Street.
Well,
all over
wait
Facebook.
a second. Give it to Karen, and she can hold it right up to our Facebook camera so
She's
folks
got
can
one
see
over
that.
there.
Okay, hold that right up for folks to see on Facebook, Karen.
So I'd like to put an emphasis on shampoo. I did last night inventory, a good 5 hours sitting in a building counting stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So emphasis on shampoo, washcloth, stockings, items like that. But everything helps. There's boxes all over Indiana County. Our main drop-off locations are Pierce Hall and the IUP police station. But any items help. And
You're talking toiletries there. But,
yes.
But it can be expanded to things like socks.
Socks, hats, gloves, the stockings to put it in. Even if someone would like to write a letter to go in the stocking to a veteran.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, that's included as well.
Yeah, very nice. And so the scope of the project has always interested me because you're right. It grows every single year. And is it the case again this year that you're going to get together and have a big event to stuff everything into their stockings?
So our event, December 7th at Pierce Hall, and it's great to see the community already reaching out and trying to get as many volunteers there as possible. But it's basically we all get there 2 to 6. It's an assembly line. We stuff all the stockings. There's a Mr. and Mrs. Claus, some cookies, some crafts. So it's both for the kids and for the veterans. And I anticipate it being a lovely event that day.
Yeah. So you said some of the items for folks listening and not able to see that list that Karen held up to the camera. What are some of the other items that you're looking at?
So going down the list, we got shampoo, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, toothbrush holder, washcloth, soap bars, soap holders, socks, razors, gloves, hats, and stockings. So it's overall just personal care items, anything that could be useful to anyone who is down on their luck, struggling.
Yeah, and coming into a winter season, of course, the needs become even more. And so whatever we can do, Karen, to help folks who are in need, it's a great thing. Now, that second component that you were talking about, let's talk a little bit more and expand on that a little bit too.
I'm sorry, direct me a little bit more.
Well, we talked about stocking the stuffers, but you said that there's even more of an effort to
Right.
reach out.
Every year, the VFW will get the names and sizes of the veterans that are in facilities, and we provide them with. This year, we've picked a zipper hoodie and these similar items to this. Mm-hmm. So we're going to distribute those, but we're working with Julia and this group to expand and reach out to the homeless vets as well.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's a terrific thing. Do you have an idea of the number that you're going to need in terms of hoodies?
Yes, 60. There are 60 this year.
You need 60.
And that number has dropped, which I thought was a couple years ago it was 90. Mm-hmm. And now we only have 60 in facilities. So I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's kind of hard to measure that, but we know we need at least that many.
Right.
And if you get more, Julia, I'm sure that you could stuff those in a stocking too, right?
Yes. Those, right now, I already have a bunch of donations that are sorted, and more are on the way from local businesses, which is great. It's a great to see Indiana come together and really support our veterans.
Now, you said stockings themselves to get stuffed into.
Yes.
And, probably there are people who, when they get their Christmas stuff out, they find that there's 6 or 7 stockings in there that,
Yes.
Sometimes you get those as gifts at Christmas time and they get put in with everything else. When things get put away, you get them out and you think, all right, the kids went off to college. I don't need that anymore. The kids are in their own family now. I don't need that stocking anymore. People probably have these at home already.
Yes. Now, the personal hair or hygiene stuff, that might not want to be secondhand, but
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
But stockings, that's great. Anything lying around, that would be great. Drop it off in one of our boxes.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get outreach to as many veterans as possible in our area. So the more stockings we can fill, the better.
Yeah. And when you talk about personal hygiene things, we're talking toothpaste as well, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, toothbrushes,
Toothbrush.
all of those things. And then you all get together on December 7th. You turn it into an event, huh?
Yes, a bunch of people from the community come in, as well as college students. That's the week before finals for everyone, so we try and get it wrapped up before finals week hits.
Yeah.
But
When that happens, then the place empties out pretty quickly.
yes, so it's a nice day to bring the community and the students of IUP together.
Yeah. Now, do people need to contact you ahead of time to say, hey, I'm coming to help out that day?
That would be great. If not, all are welcome. There are some groups that are coming specifically for the reason of volunteering, and they have already let me know. But I need to talk to the Indiana Tourist Bureau about getting that on the events page, so it's open to everyone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's easy to do. You just go to
Yeah.
the website and you can just click on it and submit it yourself, and they'll take care of it from there. So that's a great approach too. Make sure you get as many people knowing about that as possible. We'll turn it into a news story here too.
Okay.
And we'll bring it back before the December 7th event so that folks will have a second reminder of it. Karen, let's talk about the VFW and the fact that you're taking part in this event. It's nothing new for the VFW to reach out and help people in need, is it?
Right. Yeah, we have a fund, and if there's a veteran who needs help, just like paying their electric bill or something like that, we will step up and do that.
Yeah, do whatever you
Yeah,
can to
we've
help
done
them
that
out.
for a long time.
Yeah. Of course, VFW, like a lot of organizations, has had its share of struggles in the past 10 or 15 years. How are things going now? You pretty well stabilized in your new
Yes.
location?
We meet at the American Legion, but we have a building fund, and we now have our eyes on a building, and we have a piece of property over behind the coroner's office, and we're hoping to get that set up. I don't know. I hope in the next few months.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Fingers crossed that you
Yes.
can make that happen.
Yes.
And I know as well that all of our organizations such as the VFW, the Eagles, the vets, the various veterans organizations. They are always looking for members to join in and become a part of the organization, especially the younger folks. It tends to be an older population in these organizations, and we need to boost the benefits and the fact that you can be so beneficial to others and make sure young people know about it too.
Yeah, and I'm becoming one of the older ones, but and
none of us started out that way.
Right. And unfortunately, most of our World War II vets are gone. The Korean War vets are aging. So are the Vietnam vets. I'm Desert Storm, and we're getting older. The young folks, it's totally understandable. They have families, they have jobs, but we need them.
Yeah, you need them, and really they need you.
True.
And that's one of the things that we need to emphasize. Yeah, we all started out, we were like Julia's age. We had all kinds of energy and youth and all of those things. Maybe not so much anymore. Julia, of course, you said Pierce Hall, right?
Yes.
That's the
That's going to
ROTC
be
building?
Yes, it's the Military Science Department building. And that's going to be where the big event happens. So everyone's going to come in. It's 2 to 6, December 7th. And we got volunteers from the Military Science Department. We got volunteers from some of the Boy Scout and Girl Scout troops in the area, as well as the VFW and some other businesses that like to take part.
Meantime, if you have something that you would like to donate, where should you take it?
So there's boxes placed all over Indiana. I know I'm looking at the library right across from us. So there's a box over at the library. There's a box courthouse, Jim Struzzi's office, Sharon School of Dance. They were nice enough to let us put boxes. But our main drop-off locations is Pierce Hall, so that's on IUP campus, and then the IUP Police Department that's over at the Robert Shaw Building. It's close to Haas's, if you know where that is.
All right, there you go. All of those places are places where you can take these goods. And do you have a Facebook page or something like that?
We do. It was just started. So this is where the project grows every year. And before it's been run, whoever's been in charge of it has run it off of their Facebook page. But I'm trying to make something that can be passed down for the next year and the year after that. So there's a Facebook page that just got started. It's been shared throughout some of the locations that I just listed for drop-off locations. So that might be a little easier to find it.
People looking for it, what should they enter in?
It's the Stocking Stuffer Project page.
Stocking Stuffer Project, Indiana, PA? Or
It has the location, Indiana, PA, in the bio.
Okay.
So it should come up if you follow some Indiana groups.
If you're Googling it, you're going to find it.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Ladies, thanks for coming in to visit with us. December 7th is the date on which we're going to get this all put together and then get them distributed.
Yes.
Right. All right. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. We are just about 25 minutes after 8 o'clock. Jake is in the newsroom. He's coming up. Boomer Sports is next. And in our next half hour here on Indiana in the Morning, it's a visit from Indiana Senior High.